to put you in a good mood right away. Well, not that dunk. Not that.
Well, I'm about to say, let's wait like 30 minutes into that game, and then let's.
Yeah, not that possession. So good to see you. I know everyone's been excited. So you're going to tell me how you are doing today, while I go ahead and put a title on this thing so that folks know what we're talking about. How about that?
Okay. My day's been pretty good. Got some work in at the gym. Got some good recovery in. My mom and dad got into town today to come see me. Spend a couple of days with me for my birthday, so that's really exciting. They're the ones banging around in the background right now.
Brilliant.
Other than that, just enjoying this beautiful SoCal weather.
Your parents, I know, mean a great deal to you. So I have yet to see my mom. She has yet to meet her latest grandson. So our baby is 6 months old now, but she just got the second vaccine. Hopefully that means she's going to be able to come out soon. But what's it like just having mom and dad around, man?
Yeah, it's nice. Especially, given the circumstances, like you said, how this last year and a half has been. It's been nice to just, have familiar faces around, especially with them. They're always fun. It's always love when you see them.
All right, good, man. So how are you feeling physically at this point of the season? And I'm going to bake into this question the fact that this wasn't so long ago, all right?
It wasn't.
When you were having to exert maximal effort against the likes of Jimmy Butler. Oh, there you are. Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Ooh, bicep look good there, AC. You had some nice.
Yeah, a lot of adrenaline.
Yeah, for sure. How is your body now? Here we are in February, right? It's the rare 4-game losing streak. You did have one last year in December. Shooter's been out. AD's been out. You really didn't have much of a break at all. And you couldn't even train like you usually would for an NBA season because of the pandemic. There weren't any pickup runs, and you can't really get ready for NBA basketball without playing NBA basketball. So long-winded question is a way to say how you feeling right now. How are you holding up at this point of the season?
Yeah, I think I'm doing okay. I've had a couple of nicks and bruises here and there, so I've had a little more time, I guess, off is the correct way to put it than maybe some guys. But just being really good with my recovery. Being really smart about how I approach every day with getting my work in, because you still got to put in the work, even though, like you said, it was such a short off season, quick turnaround. It's just about working smarter, not working harder.
All right, cool. Hey, let's. I'm gonna mix in some of these. We got some good fan questions here on the Toyota account, AC, and I'm gonna bring in. Of course, people love to be able to connect with you individually. Before I do.
I lost you for a second there.
Got you. You with me now?
Yep.
Cool. AC, what I was saying is, before I get into the first question, I think that you put out the greatest commercial in the history of commercials. So, would you agree?
I'm a little biased, but I think I would agree. I've gotten a lot of good reports on it. I've heard it's doing well.
Okay. All right. People can check that out. All right. Hey, Sam824, Alex, wanted to know this. From the G League to now, you had to stay dedicated to the game. How do you stay motivated to play hard and to try to win every game?
Yeah, for me, it's pretty easy. I love playing basketball to begin with. So, like, for me, just going out and playing every night, I play the same way in NBA games that I do when I played at the park when I was growing up. I just play really, really hard just because I love to compete and I love to win. At the end of the day, if that's my driving force, showing up every night and playing basketball, it's pretty easy. The execution and the winning games part's the hard part, but showing up and playing hard and having fun, that's the easy part.
So for people that don't know your path, Alex, let me do like a 30-second rendition of it. So grow up in Texas, always a pretty good player, start to play really well in high school and on the AAU circuit, start to get noticed by certain schools. Your hometown squad happens to notice you. You go there to A&M, play really well, right? Eventually, now you get to the portion of the draft, and I don't know what you were thinking at the time, but you end up going the G League route. First, you go to Oklahoma City. Then the South Bay Lakers say, okay, this guy's good. We want him with us. South Bay Lakers pull you out to Los Angeles. You play really well in Summer League for one of the greatest Summer League teams of all time. People can go back and check the tape. It's just a fact. Eventually, you get on the two-way contract, and then I think when hardcore Laker fans, right, saw you while you were playing in the G League, but then when you really got to start playing with the full squad, that was when, the Caruso show has started to emerge. So that's a real quick way to put it. But you were kind of the same player all the way through in terms of energy, in terms of effort. You got better, but it seemed to me like you kept that same mindset from when you were in high school. You just kept kind of upping the stakes. So how would you describe that path?
Yeah, I really just try to do a good job of staying in the moment. Never getting too far ahead of myself, or never, thinking of the past. I always just try to just whatever the day presents me. Whether it's playing in the G League or whether it was AAU tournament in Vegas or playing at A&M or playing in the NBA. I just try to approach everything the same. If you have the same mindset and the same work ethic and the same drive and desire, the days kind of add up and they'll take care of themselves.
Fair enough. All right. Let's see. Mamalex. I don't know if I pronounced that right. There's one of those things with a bunch of I's in the middle of it.
Yeah.
How do you want your fans to remember you, and how has winning the NBA championship recently kept you motivated through the season?
How do I want fans to remember me?
By the way, you have like 15 years left in the NBA. So
yeah, for sure. We got many years to work on this. It's a two-part answer for me. One is a basketball player, a guy who just gave his all. I don't want to leave anything. I don't want to leave anything in the tank. When I'm done, I want to be done, and I want to have given everything I have physically. But then also, I want to be known as a good person. That I think is just as important as anything basketball-wise in my career. Hopefully, people can look at me and say that I did right by others, and I gave my all when I played for whatever team it is.
As you were talking about that, Alex, it made me just think about you and your family. And as you mentioned, your parents are out here now. There was some pub around the fact that your sister got married. And again, with the pandemic, you made the decision that you didn't want to leave and then have the chance to come back. And correct me if I'm misinterpreting any of this, and potentially, either you get sick or bring something, and you made the decision to stay. And I just wondered kind of how you came about that, and how your family plays into this, and what you've been able to do in terms of connecting with them now that you're back in these, protocols, really, right? So you can continue to try and stay on the floor as much as possible.
Yeah, that was pretty much what happened. There was just a lot of risk involved in me leaving the bubble and coming back potentially with like you said, COVID or getting somebody else sick, and then we already worked so hard to get there and worked so hard all year to try and achieve the goal of winning the championship that it was just a sacrifice that was really hard to make, but something in the end I had to do. It's a sad thing because I wanted to be there, but at the end of the day, like I said, my parents are here now. I get to see my family all the time. I get to FaceTime. That's part of the luxury of playing in the NBA is having the availability to see family when I'm traveling, or them come out and see me. So missed an event, but I know the rest of my life, our love runs deep.
No question about it. I've got a little sister as well, and I know about those vibes. It's certainly something that it's a lot of people can relate to that. Certainly, Alex. Hey, live question here from visualize.it. When are we getting the new Caruso merch?
That's a good question. We got to work on the next line. We haven't put anything out since the championship. Maybe second half of the season leading into playoffs would be a good time to get some stuff back out there. I'd just say stay tuned. Anything that happens will come out on my social media accounts.
And look, if you're hanging out with us right now, I'm sure that you already follow Alex. So,
yeah,
AC
probably,
Fresh, just in case. Okay. Question from Dinah B. Alex, what is your next career goal?
The next career goal, this kind of plays into that question earlier where I just say, I kind of take things day by day. But for me, it's just, I got two goals this year. One's to win a championship, and two's sign another contract and continue my tenure in the NBA. That's, day by day, if I do the right things and I focus on what I'm supposed to do and I put the work in, I think those two things are very achievable. For me, I look a lot at trying to achieve stuff by winning. Winners get paid. You win championships, you get recognized, and you get contracts, and you get to stay in the NBA. And that's really my goal, is to just stay in the NBA and play as long as I can.
All right, so Nali Farah says, "What does it feel like to be an NBA champion?" And if I can add on to that just a little bit, again, we're watching right behind you, so I'm sure that even there's just probably images that come into your mind or feelings, right? Emotions, physical, like what? How do you process that, given the fact that we didn't have the parade, right? You didn't have to get to share it with the fans yet. You did at least get your ring, but it is such a unique year, Alex. So I wondered if that's impacted at all the way you've thought about this championship and the fact that you did achieve already, what had to have been a dream of yours for a long, long time.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's a little disappointing. I was a little jealous watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have their boat
Right?
parade the other week, just because I know how badly the LA fans wanted to be able to celebrate with us because it had been so long. And we know that's a special moment for them as much us. But for me individually, just to put that on my career basketball resume, that's the ultimate goal. That's everybody's. If not, the first goal is to make it to the league when you're a kid, and then second of all, you want to win a championship. You want to be there hosting Larry O'Brien. So for me, man, to be able to do this at such a young age in my career is it's special. I don't take it for granted, but it definitely just makes you hungry for more. Want to do it again.